Heyo. You can say heyo people if you want, but there's no people to heyo. It's just you. And me, of course. Let's slog through the rest of this guy's world building while we wait for people to join.
Hello again. Sure. What's on your mind?
You're saying the Feld Electrical built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel, lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinaise was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
How do those tape computers work? Do they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Yost?
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, Paul Ackerman, Keith and Guy Juiced. What are you talking about?
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up. Kim, is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
Was it Pusin?
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. But of course, what else?
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Alright. Oh,
You
imposter
see
check
a
already.
once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Felled electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in here?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Just go for it. There's no way.
Suddenly, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down or gone behind a corner. You only hear distant waves washing the coast. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We've already talked to the cryptozoologists. Working with them might give us a good excuse to run around, give us some structure.
Amendment went for the 3%. Yeah, the only way we're getting that is with a natural 12, so I would just resign to that not happening. Even if you guys voted, I think it wouldn't matter. We're at like 1 shivers. It's very sad.
And then there's the church. If I were a murder suspect, I would not hide in the most prominent building here. But who knows? Maybe she's reckless.
Worthwhile game to buy? Absolutely. If you enjoy games that make you feel sad, or games that are funny, or world building, or good soundtracks, then yes. I absolutely. Highly recommend it. It's a book, not a game? Yeah. Stop lying, Vaughn. What do you mean? What are games, if not more interactive books?
Or spiritual. She could be looking for refuge.
That's very philosophical of you. Need more D2 in system. Trials.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned
Give
way,
me the
sector by sector.
Destiny
Go over the whole
content IV
peninsula,
drip.
Ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
Games are their own thing. Don't bring books in this. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're their own thing. They're closer to, if you really wanted to make the comparison, they'd be closer to movies or TV shows, most of them. But story-driven visual novels style games are definitely closer to books, I would say. And what if that fails? What if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, tomb drainage, displays. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Where is Joyce? I know she's fucking on the coast somewhere. Oh yeah, shit. Let's go back up and get the refrigerator thing.
This is the last of the traps, the one Morel just set. The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake in the lazily falling rain. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
I miss you, Shivers.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either. But still.
Closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy. Messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
It probably wasn't the Phasm, but still, Morel needs to know.
We did, sort of, promise to tell them, didn't we?
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow, the Feld building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you try to ask again?
Try to ask what again? Should I check the map? Right here, right? Whirling. These were Joyce's. Joyce said she'd be on the coast now. Where could she have gone? I don't know. I suppose if your Shivers was a tad better, you would have recognized in the howling breeze the wind produced. Inside. What do you mean by that? What was that supposed to mean, player? Are you telling me something that I missed? Not because of my own inability to see details, but because of my choice of build for the game. Something that I will perhaps even uncover through an alternate means. I'm truly speculating here? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's just speculation.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank.
Open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. No, this is going to need if you want to try again.
Equip the pry bar by going...
Oh my god, okay.
This orange machine is
How
dead
is this?
still.
How is this?
It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice turning the crank is all gone now. You'll never become a poet.
If it's just frozen shut, then how is it still stuck? I turned this off like 3 days ago. God damn. Need to get that super pry bar, I guess. Get the shit out of my hands. What do we need to do still? Look for be on the coast. Last I was undo. Return to them at the whirling. Confront the pigs. Damn, this place is fucking packed now.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I was just on my way while I was working the case.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
Of course, officers.
Is
Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested
this
in
a bird
learning about?
cryptid?
No. It's the cryptid.
The cryptid?
Oh, yes.
Okay, what is this bird?
The 8-eyed pterotorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real.
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until
It was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing.
I need to hear about this sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay, and Umrau is
The world's
Wamrau.
largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert, an ancient riverbed completely dried up.
What happened?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus. He was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the pterotorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Hey Vaughn, how's it going? What's up, Brox? We're learning about phasmids. He was following it?
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the pterotorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest.
Don't worry, Rox. I think we're almost done with all the cryptids
Professor
in this game.
climbed up
I
there.
don't think
the rock
there
in
can't
his
possibly
hand.
be any more.
He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Then, the pterotorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
How did he survive to tell the story?
The 8-eyed Teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
An eight-eyed mind-controlling bird? No way.
Yes, way, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since. But Wamrau is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
So that was the last anyone saw of it?
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
Man, I just can't get enough of these
I'm
cryptids.
glad you like them.
That's all for now. Whew. Okay, let's take a look at this tie. It's kind of hard, actually. I like that. That's pretty sick. I would wear that. And it's just better than the horrific necktie. Yeah, we're keeping that on.
Ha ha! Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yeah, nothing in the trap, no locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow.
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Why does she look different from the photo? Most of the character models look a little off compared to their portraits.
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
That's I don't know. I'm not persuaded.
Why don't you try convincing Morel his hypothesis
You're-
is invalid?
A racist and a moron, Gary. Shut up.
Thank you for the vote of no confidence, Gary. An officer. I appreciate your concern, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently. Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity? Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think the little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, another posture check. Here I go.
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
It doesn't sound like he really likes this. It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us.
Of course not.
Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well still be hiding something. After he's left, it's too late.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
Gary. You hiding something, Gary? Besides your violent
Always
racism?
a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
Do you know anything about the hangman?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange.
There's a check here that I'm not getting. And I'm pretty sure I have the stats for it. But it's not appearing. And it's pissing me off.
No.
After all this time with Morel,
Yes, officer? Not many Sealites here. Or anywhere. Other than Sale. I meant no offense. True. Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connection. Let's change the subject. Okay?
Shit. See if we can get more XP. Oh wow, okay. Seems like bug dialogue, to be fair. I think I missed something.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
Yeah, you like art, Kuno?
Fuck no. Ah, shit.
Got it. Art shit.
That's right, pig. Shit.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Macy knows what a locust is.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Go ahead. It's weird that we can still examine this. Is there anything new here?
What do you see?
Oh, here we go. There are. No horizontal boot prints. Whoever walked in the Whirling's Pinball Workshop didn't walk here.
No, these prints are pretty standard. The ones in the dust looked custom. Or maybe they're just a foreign design.
So who was in the Pinball
It's a good
Workshop?
print, whatever the case.
Who was in the Pinball Workshop? What the fuck? Our Odd Soul wasn't in the back of the Whirling?
I don't know. They're about the same size. Not the same boots, no, but they could be the same person.
Okay. Let's go to Kuno's shack. Did you find the mug in the trash? I'm pretty sure I did, but I didn't go inside the Weasel's house. So I'm gonna go see if I can do that. It's crawling with locusts in here. There are just locusts lying around?
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the
Oh my
musty
God.
air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
That's yeah, alright, Kim.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
You think the Insulinian Phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The Phasmid is impairing your judgment.
Talk to Kuno about this, get him to
I'll
stop.
let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them.
Ooh, that's not
Everyone
good.
hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling
Phasmid
wine.
default dances
And
on him.
let's be honest.
What if it's one of the
tax
other
evasion
cryptids,
schemes.
like the bird?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
Damn, it's a shame I internalized that after I've got a massive lore dump from, what's his name? Hopefully there are some more lore dumps that can proc Encyclopedia. You can forget that stuff? Yeah, but it costs a skill point.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't the Phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching. from discomfort.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give away.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
What's gonna happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Why? I have to ask, what does the city of locusts even mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
Stop taking the locusts.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first-person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
Okay, now that's settled. I better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian Phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you don't tell me you know what it is.
They just think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
As you leave, you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slowed down, like clockwork unwinding. There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Oh, did I make them break up? Wait, Kuno's leaving? Oh no, I thought he was getting ready to walk away. I was gonna lose it. Damn. Okay, let's loop all the way around and go into the Weasel's apartment. Kuno's free of simping. Let's go. Yeah, maybe we fucking didn't free him entirely, but we caused a crack in the chain.
The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so is the knocker, shaped like a lion's head.
Kim, I need you to forgive, but I have supernatural knowledge that I need to get into this building.
The key stops midway in the lock. Something's blocking its path. Not a sound is coming from the apartment. The tenant's key is in the lock. The lieutenant looks first at the door, then back at you, then signals you to back off from the door. Not a sound. The silence is eerie. Even the darkness is holding its breath inside the apartment.
I know you're in there.
That already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
What?
The key stops midway in the lock.
Something's blocking
The
it.
tenant's key. The lieutenant looks first. No answer.
What the fuck? God damn it.
As you
Did I really
turn to
miss the
leave,
opportunity?
You hear footsteps on the other side.
We should leave and go talk with Evrard. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door.
Huh? This is different. I definitely went in here the first playthrough. How is he in? Who's in here? What? We might need to do some reloading here. If he's not in the bar, we're gonna reload before we talk to him, maybe. to skip through a lot of dialogue, and that's kind of suck. But I super want to do this for this playthrough. If he's not still in the bar, I'm gonna lose it. Oh my god, he did. He teleported home while we were gone. All right, hang on. We gotta go back. Fuck. How far back? This far back, hopefully. I quick saved. When did I quick save? Did I quick save before I talked to Gary? Shit. Fuck, that's not good. Okay, so we're here. So he hasn't done the dialogue that he's leaving yet. So let's go. This sucks. We're having to do that whole fucking thing with Kuno again. It's annoying. Run for it, Kim!
The door has braved the elements, but the key stops midway in the lock.
What?
The tenant's key. The lieutenant looks. As you turn to leave,
We should leave.
Are we just beat? I'm gonna go back and see if he's still in there. If Gary's still in the bar while simultaneously giving us the prompt for the door being, or for somebody being home, then we're just beat. But if he's still in the bar, but if he's not in the bar, that means that I fucking progressed too far and just missed him. But that means that I can probably reload farther back. It's just gonna be a lot of redoing shit. No, he's still in the bar! Oh my god, what the fuck? Our detective has two characteristics written on his face: the burly sideburns and the expression. Are they periodically visual or not having, give them some bonuses? I don't know. I'm sure for at least a check, they give bonuses. Fuck, dude. That really sucks. Smash that R key out. Well, the problem is Gary's also in the bar. So if it's giving me the prompt that he's also home, then we're in trouble. We're gonna run all the way over here and talk to Everard and see if there's an No. It's just a waste of time. Let's go. Oh my god. We're gonna have to go all the way back here. Oh my god. This is so far back. Is it worth it? It kinda is. It's gonna be such a waste of time. Oh my god, we have to do all this again.
you see a slogan used.
Looks.
Shit. I have to exhaust
You
all these
see
options
a
for the
slogan
XP and shit.
above the Feld electric. There's something in the wind. Why single out this one? Suddenly, the ruin in front of you.
How do we? She's probably. And then.
Or spirit.
Anyway, we do it the old thing.
Trying to talk to the wind is a prayer of sorts.
Then, if we just.
Walk an adventure away.
Good evening. No. No.
There's something friendly and familiar.
Sure. Yes, they.
Perhaps,
Yeah. Yes, they.
Shit.
perhaps,
Yes. Oh, yes.
A pleasure.
perhaps.
Yes. To lure in. Actually.
Buckle. Wait, he did. What the hell is a?
In fact, I'm not. The Humpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
Maybe we won't do Humpty Dumpty Dum Center, just so we don't lose the suggestion. Oh, you have an actual art degree? Is it useless as I've heard it is from literally everyone? I don't, well, it gives me funny dialogue and lots of XP, so maybe. It feels like this is quite possibly the most useful an actual art degree has ever been. We'll keep. I don't want Humpty Dumpty Dum Center. It's just gonna fuck up my suggestion too much. Anyway,
But perhaps
back
I
to
should
skipping the
return.
dialogue.
Made of black film.
Very, very cool. Who knows? Maybe it was. But of course, I do have some money, yes. But that's. Of course, detective. I don't know if you're from. If not, then you definitely
Forget it. They don't sell.
Sorry. Alright, back to running around the coast like a lunatic. Actually, no. We're not going to go touch that Phasma trap, because that will probably result in an interdimensional time shift in which Gary goes home. We're not even going to go inside the Whirling in Rags. We're going to go straight there and see if we can. If it still says somebody's home, then we'll go talk to Everard and see if there's an alternate way in. If that doesn't work, then we're just beat for the playthrough, which is very unfortunate. Alright, moment of truth. Please, for the love of God, tell me I can
The
go
door
in.
has break. As you turn.
We should leave.
Oh,
Talk
no,
with
somebody's home anyway.
Tell him what happened. That we couldn't.
Shit! Alright, that really sucks. That really sucks. I wonder if that's a bug. Or a oversight, or if there's actually somebody besides Gary in there. So why do you reload again? Because the door back there that leads to the Weasel's house has something in it that I need, but there's somebody inside now because enough time has passed. So I was wondering if somebody's inside because I've progressed too far through the story, and if reloading was enough of a backstep to keep that from happening, but it wasn't. There's already somebody in there. I'm gonna go talk to Everett, see if there's a workaround to get us in there. I doubt that's gonna be the case, so we might just be beat for this playthrough. Everard, I need to get in there. Not a fishing rod, is it? That? No, I guess not.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today? I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind? Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else? Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Did it ever? I turned it off.
What?
The shady brew. You told me to make it even shadier. I didn't. It had alcohol in it. Now there's no alcohol.
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm gonna let the world surprise me.
Now we're beat. There's no way to talk about it.
You've got a lot of spirit clearing up the drug problem alongside this murder.
Actually, not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
Fuck, man, that really sucks. Okay, oh well. I searched like fucking so many different sites trying to figure out the correct path, and none of them except the one I just checked just now told me that I had to get in there to fucking do this. If anyone in chat's confused, Gary has a piece of the armor. He's wearing the chest piece underneath his clothes. You need to go into the Weasel's room and find a racist coffee mug or some shit, and then compare it to the mug you found in the trash, and then realize that Gary is the one that threw away the fucking clothing. And then you have to pass a perception check to hear the armor clinking underneath his clothing, and then accuse him of having the armor so that he gives it to you. It's not spoilers, it's not going to happen this run. It's not a spoiler. We would have discovered it now had I done it properly. It literally is. I mean, yeah, sure it is, but it's like... Okay, he got me. I spoiled it, I guess. I'm sorry. I would have learned that just now had I not just been told that when I looked up another fucking Steam discussion thread talking about how to actually get the armor. I didn't know about that. Well, I didn't know about it either until 10 minutes ago. I just knew I needed to pass a perception check. Very unfortunate. I guess we're just better off fucking... We could reload here and not have to go through all the dialogue again. Let's imagine what happened. Vaughn just doesn't want to wear the armor instead of his cool coat. I could have worn it under the coat, which is why I really wanted it. Oh well, that's a shame. We're gonna have to skip through some more dialogue, but then we'll be back on the path afterwards. Oh, they're not. Oh, right. Fuck. You know what? Let's just load from when we were talking to Kuno. Fuck this. I don't feel like doing all this again. I'd have to run all the way back down there again, inspect the trap, come back up. Can you just reload forward again? Yeah. That's what I'm doing. The only reason I had thought not to do that was because we wouldn't have the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center conceptualization, which is kind of shitting on me.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pig. Kuno doesn't.
Oh, do I still have to do the locusts? I might have to.
What do you... I don't know. No. This prince...
Okay. We're gonna have to go skip through the locust dialogue anyway. Very sad. I'm pretty miffed about that. I'm not gonna lie. Kinda wanted that armor pretty bad. Oh well. Ban yourself for spoiling. That's an idea.
All around, like skyscrapers.
Well, detective of the locusts. For the... Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all, if anything. But what do...
Use your power.
I'll let you hand...
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center.
My suggestion. I could put 2 points into it right now to even out. That is certainly not a waste of skill points. Cope, seethe, cope. Yeah, I am. I'm coping and seething as hard as I can right now.
Fuck does Kuno. Yeah.
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of this.
It's not. You.
There's a the girl forces herself
Maybe I am. Oh, yo, Kuno, don't make.
in it. So that's what this is about. Without, for once, the boy is lost for words.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking It don't mean any pig. I don't give a shit.
The girl's face, she doesn't know whether to be glad.
The fuck are they trying to
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think.
As you, there's silence.
Alright. Anyway, back to playing the game. Sorry about that. I'm a little sad about that whole ordeal, but oh well.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies. East Delta Commerce Center.
Ooh,
This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Slipstream SCA.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and alright. Maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Didn't you say this last time we talked?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
It doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again,
Is it over?
crackling and echoing in the box.
Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Why does it still feel like it's my fault?
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So, it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry?
I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Something weird just happened to me.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
That is true.
Alright. Feel like there's more there, but guess not. Okay, yeah, let's go report back to Morel. The pigs appear, or the pigs meeting is scheduled for what, 2100? Or 2200? 2200. That son of a bitch Gary's gone.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with the kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, a Kim Jong
We
could be
just
cool.
need to restock the empty
Yeah.
trap. Then we'll need to inspect the
Love me
traps
some
one
Kim.
more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
Damn it, maybe I can restock the traps for you.
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
These are fresh fractured locusts.
Oh God!
Should slide
Jesus
right
Christ!
down the funnel.
You just handed me a
Thank you,
fistful
Gav.
of bugs!
We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but,
Oh, you'll restock the traps? Here, a fistful of bugs. My God. Okay. We just got find the phasmid now. Okay. It's hiding in my pocket right next to the kind green ape. Back to the coast we go, I think. If you're cold, they're cold, put them in your mouth. Oh, look, this one's right here.
The locusts aren't doing all too well, but they're still in there. This isn't the empty trap.
Ah, okay, we just have to restock one. Okay. I wonder, if I go to Lillian now, will it still say I haven't explored the coast?
The waves are beginning to die down.
No, okay.
Look at those little bastards.
I am not pointing out that that is my motor carriage. Oh, there's Joyce. Holy shit, she's right here.
I'll just keep the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty?
Hey, Joyce.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here.
I just spilled water all over myself. It's very cold.
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Corda Lacey red. Like blood, you see.
Oh, wow, that's rude.
Well, I like it the way it is. White.
How do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor.
That's
the
the
street
second
has
time
no
that's been
name.
brought up.
All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
She could easily just...
You detect a note of longing in her voice.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
The Sola?
Yes. In Cielinde.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
45% is around where I operate. Things are getting better, though.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place.
Is this a clipping texture? Oh my god, it is. It's not supposed to look like this. Oh my god. Uh-oh.
Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now, we have the time.
Do we?
I'm waiting to go get my lost gun, Kim!
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story, she will tell it only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit.
Nope, that's all I got. See you later, Joyce. Do the kids know about Ruby? No way, right?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's it? You're being so laconic about it.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
Alright. I barely know what laconic means. Hello, alcoholics. Do you guys know where Ruby is?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Quite the business venture you set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise. Sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
The hook? Where is it? I can't see it.
Looks like you're on your own hook, too.
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
He has long forgotten what you were talking about.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend.
Tequila sunset.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
Alright. There's no way little Lily has seen Ruby, but we're gonna ask anyway, because I'm running out of people to talk to.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
What? Try to sneak up on the phasmid.
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron.
Oh my Christ.
How disappointing.
Of course it wasn't the phasmid. It's way too
Don't
big.
be too hard on yourself. You couldn't have known that for sure. And besides, finding this phasmid is your special destiny. You can feel it.
Jesus Christ. Give the dream of discovering the fucking phasmid a rest.
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Luby. Ruby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Kids.
Yep. Alright, see you later, Lily. I actually don't know where we're meant to go next for the actual case. I also don't know how we're meant to continue progressing. Oh, you know what? I should go talk to the kids at in the tent again. I forgot about them. Let's go refill this godforsaken. Oh, they're gone too. Interesting. Come on, open your snap. Okay, I'll open it right now. Right here on stream. It doesn't say I got a new snap.
No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing.
Or was that a spelling error, Samus? Were you telling me that I opened your snap and didn't reply? Or were you telling me to open my snap? Because you didn't send me a new snap. So I think that was an error. Here, I'll send you a snap right now. Back to the game. Release the locust into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Alright, let's go talk to the stoners in the tent. I have to report back to Lena. Jesus Christ. Cell's still out here on the sea ice. My god. What a patriot.
Hello again.
Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Teenagers skulking around. Gang members looking for a hole in the Union's defenses. Maybe Ruby too. But she wouldn't be able to tell from me.
That's good. No neighbors complain about the noise when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Alright.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church, I checked it out.
And?
I,
What
I,
happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
He seems okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he going to be a problem? Yeah. Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we going to do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
He definitely does his drink. He definitely drinks. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
You're just gonna have to live with the crab man.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome. Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes?
I didn't see
Did
the
you
other.
see her?
I didn't see the other spooker. Just some machines.
But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? As always.
Do I have things for bumping up logic? Let's see. Oh my god. We're gonna have logic pouring out our fucking locust holes in a second. My god. We're gonna be so logical. And we actually don't look that bad.
Hi again. So, how are things
Can I
going?
get an intellect up, chat?
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
Still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace. No self-loathing. I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank of Lieutenant Euphrater. I could have been a captain. Imagine that.
What happened?
I did. I happened to myself.
That's a real downer.
Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in
The
me.
young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong.
Your girl Estelle is high as a kite out there. It must have been hard for you boys to keep sober for this meeting.
We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Maybe not today, Egg, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me.
Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
So does Estelle need drugs more than you?
We know she has a problem, man. We're working on it. She didn't exactly have a smooth adolescence.
Underneath, he is furious she ruined it for them. This means trouble for their female friend.
Bottom line is, I know.
What exactly is it you know?
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
That nose of head is here for its active
He
ingredients.
said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine.
Wait, we get money whenever we do encyclopedia?
And so does pseudoephedrine.
Oh, we do get 2 real every time we proc encyclopedia. Holy shit! That's really good. The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker, you only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've
Let's
definitely
go.
never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use the police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Against the law?
I meant to say, not true.
What are you gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
We do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment.
Who else?
Or I'll call back up and haul you all off to the pen for starters.
Okay, man. Okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Because we do! We totally do!
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Whatever you think is right, sir. But please, we were only trying to make a living.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for hypnotic music.
Yeah!
I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for hypnotic music with the speed lab.
Now it has a fighting chance.
So there never was going to be a club in there.
There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
The fucking German accent. Right, let's call this incident crime prevention, but I have my eye on you.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg? From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Alright.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah! Huh?
This young speed freak seems to know a lot about signs. Could he be the techno tinkerer you're looking for?
Could you use your sign sense to help me contact a coalition warship?
Don't think so. Big bad frequencies are extremely negative. Thought suppression, dream implantation, memory revision. Pretty out there stuff. Not sure I want to get involved with it.
There is fear there, but also curiosity. He just needs a reason to help you.
Besides, our own signs aren't even synced yet. So how am I supposed to get you
Alright,
synced?
I'll come back later. Put my fucking good clothes back on. Alright, back out we go. There's no sign of Ruby. Still. Maybe we go back in the church? Find the lady in the old, or the old lady, or the lady in the old lady clothes. That isn't Cindy. That's just another. It's just another woman. Well, it could be Cindy, I guess. To your right, a white-bellied cormorant eyes you suspiciously. Sus? The jacket was looking fresh, though. I looked like a fucking Texan landowner. I want that real. Kind of crazy that whenever I think of something encyclopedic, I just get $2 materialized into my pocket.
Hey, Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What?
You have the headless Fallen Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
Win who back? I can't win her back. She's a long dead historical figure.
Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily. This isn't funny. You have a bad feeling about this one.
I should, yes. This is a task of mine.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for. The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body. Her face oval and sad.
Looks like I can't give this figurine to her.
Why?
Because she's a stained glass window.
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
While the picture of Harry shaven and expressing is looking hella sad, his in-game model in his coat and hat looks fucking drippy, yeah. Like what? Is this task still on?
I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. Only a strange little sadness remains. The mother of humanism towers above you. The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. The speaker.
Good evening. Votre accident on Sandrone. This is the East Insulindian Rapid Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log Febmar.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. Maybe he knows something.
Receive votre accident. Sleep.
The machine's keyboard.
Alright, let's go talk to Tygo again. Forgot he was here, actually.
Oh, hey, Wade. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
What was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Look, man. I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Have you by any chance heard the Vita say the password to a radio computer?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Yeah, it's for first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Right,
I think we're done here, Essay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
We might though, Kim.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing the speak.
Good evening. Votre accident.
Let's try the password again.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else?
Nope, I'm good, thank you.
The machine's keyboard is
She talks
still
so slowly.
illuminated. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
For setting up a radio computer. 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
What is that? Is there a line going through the second L in Sulislav? Sulislav? How is that pronounced? What the fuck?
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi, who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
Must be describing a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer, and the storekeeper must be Plaisance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Oh, I leveled up. Tenth entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping pong energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air. You'll read it interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
That kind of scared me.
Make straight for the radio computer.
Nope, she's completely ignoring us.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
It is the time of the stream again where I eat chips while continuing to play the game.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're looking for a suspect in a murder investigation. We thought they might be hiding in here.
No one's hiding here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Is it good?
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
You aren't the lead programmer of We're All Untethered by any chance?
Yes. Or, no. Not anymore.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Remind me, the narrator's voice is technically Harry's voice or no? No, it is not. The narrator's voice is not Harry's. I don't think we ever get to hear Harry's actual voice. He does, it might just be a silly joke, but he does either sing with the limbic system voice or the ancient reptilian brain voice when you do karaoke. So maybe his voice is, something, like some combination of those two? I don't know. I'm sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen anyone suspicious, say a woman named Ruby?
What? No. No one's suspicious around here.
Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need the antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
What?
RAIN prefect. My radio computer.
And the antenna is its processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I know a little.
Alright. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
And the AR-1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
Okay.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
On what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do. And you're not helping.
What are those bowls in the water over there?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
And make sure you're not hiding anyone here.
No, I'm not. It's just me and the... I'm just doing some research. That's all. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
A hole in the world? What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
It's funny that you're here early to it, because I might need to call the stream early today to wash a dog, but we'll see what's happening. If I do, we'll resume the stream after I'm done. I don't know when that's going to happen. It was just I made that connection in my brain when Do It showed up.
Hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
You have any idea where the hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning.
You said the
Her
research
hands
isn't going.
typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You said the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I want to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now.
Ghosts? No, I don't think
That's
so.
not what I
I don't
chose.
believe in ghosts.
Right, nothing to do with ghosts. Start writing it down in your ledger.
You do know there's no need to officially document this information, right?
She has already turned back to her keyboard.
Alright, other
Great.
questions.
Thanks.
It's not a... No, I'm not going to ask her that. How do you feel about hypnotic dance music?
What?
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you ever listened to it? Like, actually listened?
Yeah. Like, all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they? Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right, but how do you feel about a club for hypnotic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build.
I know, it's a lab.
Take a guess, why don't you?
A youth center would be nice.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you?
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Have you seen the Crabman?
Nope.
But you know he's around.
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
Okay, probably not a big deal.
No.
Then.
You're right. I'm not.
About the hole.
The Swallow, you mean? What about it?
No, that's
Great.
it.
Thanks.
It's not a paying job. Could you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
Do I look like someone who has time for side projects at this moment?
If you want her help, maybe you should help her first.
Alright, I'll let you work in peace. How do I help her, though?
Yes. What is it?
Did she give me a task? No. Maybe we go back first.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Anotic Dance Club idea.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam and into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity!
She made it very clear she won't leave until her own project is
And you
finished.
can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, honour man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Goodbye, officer.
Yes, it is almost gun time. In fact, we can go there now. She should be on the pigs should be on the dock. So we'll go find her and see if we can get our gun back, our long-awaited gun. So I can finally. Is Andre Egghead Ecstasy Dance Einstein? No, Andre is a different person than Egghead. Egghead is the dude on the right. What the fuck? I didn't get the quick save. What the fuck?
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
You mean you didn't get your gun the first time around? No, I refused to do this shit forever, Art, and I just, like, left it at that.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
No, I need this ledger to take notes. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
I'm not moving.
Suspect is on the loose. Suspect at large. Officer, administer street justice at our own peril. That one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike above was what was actually required. Suspect is under control. Suspect is under control.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's a goddamn police shitbag. Cut the pavement. You're under arrest.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
We can solve this peacefully. Please lower your weapon.
Officer in need of assistance. Suspect alert. Get on the ground.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key. Big red key.
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
Chat, can you help me get my gun? Motorix, please. Okay. Whew! Low roll too.
You hurled
Just
the
barely
in their
made it.
face, already darting right, and immediately closed the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel.
Curl the ledger
right
in her
breaks the
face.
wrist. No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all 3 barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded.
Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun.
Huh? My God, I think you're right.
Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets. Wait.
This isn't police issue.
Holy shit.
Police weapons
Whew!
have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? Police guns have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated. Grab the gun right now.
I'm done with this gun. Pick up the gun.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Holy shit.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think happening there?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
But why is she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness.
Neurodegenerative disease?
Could be. Her hands were trembling and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we gonna do with her?
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job,
Then we
honestly.
can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them. Do. She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
Mine, probably. You know me.
It's your hat.
Confiscate the narcotics, but without the weight.
You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed as evidence, obviously. She didn't consume them. She didn't look high. She confiscated them. A little like you are doing now.
You're taking those, are you?
Listen to him, for once.
Fine, you take them then.
Thank you. I'm doing this to help you. We need to focus on the case.
He's grateful you did this.
Shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Alright, let's haul ass back to the whirling and see if Titus wants to take care of this. I like how different Titus is once you, completely blow through his bullshit lies. He actually becomes, like, an actually, respectable person. Sort of. He's better, at least. Hardy Boys might still be pieces of shit. But at least they're likable pieces of shit. Maybe it's just more that he finally respects you, I don't know. Something about it changes that I like. How are we going to do this without letting Titus know that I lost my gun? Yeah. Yeah. Oh good, they're still here.
The Copper NATO is back. What do you want?
There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
She had my gun. No. Nope, didn't have anything in mind.
No? Well, whatever then, Copper.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
Where'd you get all the cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
What's her real name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Mariana LaPlante.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
The children kept her together.
How'd she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that?
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
Yeah, Carl. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day.
Whatever, thanks for helping this one, Titus.
No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
I want to go over a few things regarding Ruby's disappearance again.
Yeah?
Just kidding,
What?
no I don't. Alright. Back to the club.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable. Put the chips away. I apologize if my crunching or the wrestling of the bag was too loud for the stream. I skip breakfast most mornings because I'm an animal. I usually don't get hungry until like a minute before the stream starts. Give me 1 second, I'll wash my hands. I'm not putting shit all over everything. Alright. 100% cop action now. Let's get this disco club up and going.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Are you bitter because your radio game project failed?
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice.
Oh, here
she
we go.
means it. Easy. When her research is done, she can move
Close.
out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I can help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in the church next to the boom boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
By your old workspace, do you mean the Studio Fortress accident in the Doom commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
I've been inside the Doom commercial area.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
Where exactly is this offset copy?
In the giant ice bear fridge.
It wasn't, though.
I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offside copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
I found a note on the ice bear fridge. It said the offsite copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker, and the note was signed by someone named Sulislav.
Zawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulislav Zawiza.
Sulislav?
God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep on the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Valley of 1,000 Heads.
Please don't make me go up there, then come back down and tell her that I need to fucking... Alright, here we go. I found the ice cream maker, but I couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it?
I turned it off 3 days ago.
I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Alright, I'll go fucking try anyway.
And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool.
Okay, nice. Thank Christ.
You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund. The legendary Kvalsund multi-tool. This is Prybar version 2.0 for professionals like you.
The multi-tool. Oh my god. Holy shit. It is a super pry bar. What the fuck? Let's roll. Come on, detective. Also, we gotta fucking... what are we putting points on? There's nobody in chat that plays RuneScape. If you heard me typing, it was because I was looking up the name of the item in RuneScape that the multi-tool reminds me of. Sick laconic ornament for your pry bar. Thank you. Andrew just started playing RuneScape again, actually. Damn, I actually came close yesterday. But I pulled myself together. That game has not gotten better, it's only gotten worse. fun to watch the anti-scam videos on YouTube? Yeah, they are pretty fun. Old school. I played RuneScape 3 because I'm a lost soul beyond redemption.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
No XP?
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Only the hardcore players left, huh?
Yes. Field work is a young person's game, as they say.
Who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
We'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You've given up on the phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this
I could
to anyone,
break you in
but
half with this Kvazaland.
do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you've seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
You saying you made it up?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
Chat, help me make Lena feel better. Psyche. This is Psyche. If we fail the chat, if you break Lena's heart, I'm gonna be so mad. If this fails, it's on you. It's a red check. There's no going back.
But it has, hasn't it? A seed can only bear what's inside. The seed of love is black and oily.
Oh no.
It has a taste you're quite familiar with.
Take it from me. Love is a lie. The sooner you accept it, the better.
You might be right, Detective. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I came in on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He's still being to you. That's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts.
Only probably?
There are a million better things to do with your
Let's
life.
go check those traps.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
Thing is, you're not so sure it's made up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
I'll check
And then
the
a
traps.
taxi home. It's not so bad.
I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
Can I have your address, just in case there's news?
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
It's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
dream. A fool's hope. Say like that. She drives off. The gas tank enters
Oh my
quiet
God!
as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
When does Shallon wake up again? Like around this time or a bit later?
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness. To ask the wind once more.
Alright, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Alright. We're gonna have to wrap the stream up in a minute because I gotta wash dogs. I will resume it because I don't want to stop the stream for the day this early, but it'll be like 45 minutes, hopefully less, until I get back on. I don't have to go quite yet, so if we want, we can save scum. Ooh, we're all the way back there. Ooh, do we just let Lena accept that her marriage is fucked? Oh, man. You're just not a gamer? No, we do just accept that Lena's marriage is fucked? Okay. We'll do that then. Save every 5 minutes? How about you save every 5 minutes? Let's go back. It's just a run. I don't think we did anything in between this and then. See if we have anything that we can put suggestion or raise our suggestion. Do I have to talk to her again? I probably do.
What is it?
Oh no! We are so far back. This is way earlier. This is before we got our gun. No! Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. We're trapped in a time loop. Okay.
No, you just... Yes.
She doesn't seem
I am... If you're not here to...
That still doesn't answer what she's doing.
No. Yes. No. You're right. What? No. I brought them here. This... I used the AR-1 as my rain brief... Rain... Yes? You really... Alright. Well. I guess it is, but it's not... Anyway.
She liked telling me this.
I'm work.
The machine.
Could you?
It's not just rudeness.
They are connected to my. Great. You really like those questions, don't you? I'm looking for.
Wait, she's looking for. The lieutenant raises his brow.
What do you?
That's a little above your pay grade.
You misery.
Ha! Hydrotransg.
But honestly.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms?
Yes, that's what led me here.
Only a strain.
There's.
The pill.
Maybe. I know. No.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this.
Because it's ghosts. No, I don't.
You do know.
She has already took.
Great. Thanks. What?
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Yeah, maybe I'd have. This is about. Take a guess, why don't you?
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
For love, chat. We went too far back in time. There's no go back on this fucking machine. You don't have to say please. We can't go back to where we were. This is the most recent save. We gotta go back to the tent. Oh, we're gonna have to pass the. Oh wait, no, we don't have to pass the check again. Never mind. Thank God.
Hi again. So, yes?
Yeah, about the church.
What's the deal? A programmer? What, a shut? Yeah. And you can't just evict her? Look, no, if that's the line, at least, yeah. He can do his climbing thing.
Egghead.
No worries. We'll figure it out. Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Goodbye.
Oh my God, we have to go get our gun again. My face win. My face win, my face. Oh my God, it's gonna be so fucking loud like it was the first time. Just charge her instantly. What if I fail the check though?
Put your hands where I can see them.
Scav.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket.
Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on, subject.
In her mind, the cavity search is happening.
Be careful, detective.
This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you all right. No, that won't. Huh?
My God, I think you're right.
What? This is... Please, God, please have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell...
She grabbed the gun.
No one...
Great
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around.
Her scratched skin is warmed.
She's in a stupor. Honestly, I don't know. Could be. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the look. Then we can... But I think...
Please.
Reflexed. She stand. The woman is one of those things a police cat. She.
Oh.
It's hard to say.
It's your hat.
The old woman.
Oh, we didn't get the drug prompt this time. Fuck. Okay. Not a big deal. Alright. To the church next. We'll go talk to Titus while we're up there not breaking Lena's heart. Hello again, Suna.
Yes, what is it? I don't want to make anything worse. Yes, and...
It's not the anodic.
That's right.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. Easy. When I research...
What?
Sheath.
All right. Bring me the games of... Yeah, that's the one. Good. Then in the...
But you've been...
Wait. Zoisa. Like it would have made a difference. And the heads...
Valley of 1,000...
This is...
There's a solution. But she doesn't want to hand it over.
Thanks. And here's Mike Falk.
It hurts a bit for her. The legendary Cavalsund Mom.
Alright, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Quick save again in case something horrible happens. Go, go, go. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Nope, wrong way. Ice cop hat fuck show right here on the sea ice. Is that how you see me? Or is the 2% chance of Harry tripping and falling over when jogging? Dude, Harry is surprisingly fit for a recovering alcoholic and drug abuser. This dude can sprint for miles. In a full trench coat and boots. While holding a fucking ledger.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want? Yeah, God.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
No.
I don't really know if you figure it out. Auntie Marianne, amigo. Be anything else you want? Wows.
The children kept her together.
Get.
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a respectable professions don't shoot kids, cerdo. They don't beat confessions out of prison.
Easy there, Al. Sit down. We got one of them done up.
Police paraphernalia.
No problem.
Sure enough, we're the...
Alright. Alright. Let's try this again. Outfit. Suggestion is what we're looking for. Nope. Nothing for suggestion? Really? That's sad. Anything that's subtracting? Okay.
Hello, dear. Thank
Her
you.
smile is weary.
We didn't save. We didn't save. We didn't save.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I can... Yes. Morel will eventually...
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't...
That...
Very strange.
Different? How? It's... do you...
Hunching her.
Seeing Morel's so
We didn't save
proud of
chat.
it. He always...
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Note that I'm some queen.
That I am a queen?
But now, we're both...
The lieutenant, he's hiding. These things are tough.
Help me. Help Lena,
love,
chat.
not
Don't make me
violence or
reload again. I'll be so sad. And by make me, I mean watch me do it.
An acorn
Okay.
is not the
Wow,
same
still a
as the
terrible
tree.
roll. Just
That
barely made it.
requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Alright, I'll be right in a minute. Wrong or not, your relationship with Moral just isn't about the Phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the Phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
You know, this reminds you of the Pericanasian theory of love. In essence, love is a relay out of death. Generation by generation, our love remains in our progeny. Lay some of that on her.
You know, Pericarnacians theorized that love was the key to immortality.
Oh, sweetie. I don't think the Pericarnassians were thinking of people in my situation. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you. That's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it, lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist.
I don't think the red check changed that much, actually.
Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
Thing is, you're not even so sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock.
Okay, I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Yeah, really, Kim.
No one can stop you from finding.
Can I have your address just in case?
Okay.
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
It's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
dream. A fool's hope. Like that, she drives off.
It's gonna be loud.
Utters quietly as she gets
My
to
ears.
the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the
60
cold
seconds.
coastal wind blows.
We should go to
somewhere out there.
Yeah. Alright. Like I said, fellas, I'm not even going to close out of the game. I'm going to end the stream. We'll be back in 45 minutes, give or take. I will see you guys then. Alright, break.